the two Nigerian Igbo young men who stunned the world and drew the attention of the CNN that did a documentary on them has done it again. Remember, these young Igbo techs who are tech experts in robotics and drones, they were able to outperform the Israelis and won a contract that stunned even the CNN that they have to talk about them. They came down to Abuja and they spoke with them. These young men who have taken the world by storm have done it again. They have attracted a big funding from a billionaire tech personality in the United States. But before we discussed the details of how mind-boggling this and why this is a big encouragement for tech community in Nigeria, is you're gonna let us refresh your mind. Watch what CNN said about these young men when they achieved what people think was almost impossible, beating the Israelis in a security contract. And that was when the world knew that something is in these young men. First of all, watch.
Industries. It's a robotics and drone manufacturing startup right here in Abuja, Nigeria. I caught up with the software engineer behind it all. Take a look. In this factory on the outskirts of Abuja, an emerging industry is busy securing some of Africa's critical infrastructure. Terra Industries, co-founded by 23-year-old Maxwell Maduka and 22-year-old Nathan Nwachukwu, is building autonomous security systems powered by artificial intelligence and drones.
I've always been thinking, what is the best way to truly help industrialize Africa? And I've always believed that it comes down to the big three: security, energy, and food production. We wanted to begin with what I think is the common denominator holding the continent back. So we began building out autonomous systems to solve the security crisis in Africa.
This factory has the capacity to build 30,000 drones per year. Terra also says that it exports to 8 African countries, protecting critical infrastructure from gold mines to power plants.
Most of the key components are built in-house, from the airframes, the propellers, the lithium-ion battery packs are all manufactured in-house. That has helped us keep costs really, really low. It's easy for us to scale manufacturing without cutting costs.
A key focus for Terra Industries has been developing and building software and hardware in-house, helping them beat off stiff international competition. You managed to lock down a pretty lucrative deal, $1.2 million, beat out an Israeli consortium. Big deal. What would you say gave your product an edge?
I would say it's the end-to-end integration that we had. It's not every day you see a company that's building both the hardware and the software at the same time. And we have companies that are acquiring hardware and then, building out their own software internally, or acquiring software and building out the hardware. We're a company that were able to say, okay, we're going to build out great hardware and integrate great software, everything in-house. And that was what made us stand out.
Terra's software, called Artemis OS, is the brains of its system. And in the field, its flying drones watch from the sky, and its sentry towers equipped with cameras and sensors watch from the ground. Both systems check for intruders or other security threats.
It collects all the surveillance data from all these different systems. It analyzes this data, looking for threats in real time, and once spotted, it alerts the necessary response teams, whether it's security agencies or in-house response teams. Essentially, we want to ensure that the software ecosystem of Terra is entirely African, and that is the key to keeping that data safe.
Terra Industries has only been up and running for less than a year, and it's already making waves.
Terra today has actually raised only less than $600,000. And within that short span, within the 11 months we've been operating, we are currently at $1.9 million in revenue. We have $11 billion worth of assets under our protection today. For us, the key thing is in a few years' time, we eventually want to have $1 trillion worth of assets under protection, which would essentially encompass all of the power, mining, and oil assets in Africa.
Let's first go to Terra Industries. It's a robotics and drone manufacturing startup right here in Abuja, Nigeria.
That was the two young Nigerian entrepreneurs of Igbo extraction, Nathan Wachuku, 22 years old, and Maxwell Madoka, 24 years old. These young men are robotic and drones engineers based in Abuja, where they are manufacturing 30,000 drones annually from their factory. These guys are not, they don't assemble, they manufacture. Both the software and the hardware are manufactured here in Nigeria, here in Abuja, with all the challenges. Now, why this is a big deal? It is a big deal because a United States tech billionaire, Joe Lonsdale, has invested $11.8 million to fund these young men for their expansion. It was last year, about 6 months ago, that the CNN did a special documentary on them. 6 months later, they are attracting, there is only that they are doing so well, they are attracting bigger support, funding, $11.8 million. That is equivalent of about 6.7 billion naira. That is what these two young men you saw have attracted. Because US, and you're gonna blow your mind when I give you details. I want to give you details so that you take something out of it. And then the young men who are into the tech sector, who are into science tech, they will learn a lot from this. But first of all, let us look at why this is mind-blowing. With all the challenges in doing business in Nigeria, why this is very important. Not just that these guys were able to outbid the Israelis, were able to defeat them, beat the Israelis in a contract, which was what drew the attention of the world to them. But it's that these guys have gone when I read out those who have invested in them, you will know that the future of Nigerian young men and the future of Nigeria is indeed very bright. Despite all the criminality and all the rascality of the political leadership in Nigeria, there is hope in this country. Now, US tech billionaire Joe Lonsdale, co-founder of Palantir Technologies, he has led $11.8 million seed funding in Terra Industries, an Abuja-based Nigeria defense technology startup specializing in defense manufacturing, specializing in drone manufacturing and autonomous security system. You know what when they say autonomous security system, it means that everything is being done in their factory. This is not the one that when you finish, some companies specialize in software development, but these guys are into both software and hardware. So everything is done in one place in Abuja. Now, according to this report, the investment announced on January 12, 2026 was led by Lonsdale venture firm HVC with participation from notable investors. That's why I'm telling you, because when these kind of people are interested in you, it means you are going far. You are going far in the tech world. The investment announced on January 12, 2026 was led by Lonsdale's venture firm, 8VC, with participation from notable investors, including Lost Capital, Velo Equity Partners, SV Angel, Leblon Capital, Silent Ventures, Nova Global, and angel investors like Maya Malka, managing partner at Rebit Capital. Alex Moore, a defense-focused partner at 8VC and non-executive director at Palantir, has joined Terra Industries board. Do you know what it means? Let me. I want people to let this thing sink in. Alex Moore, a defense-focused partner at 8VC and non-executive director at Palantir, has joined Terra Industries board. The board of Terra Industries, based in Abuja, has been joined by some of the topmost tech billionaires in America. If that doesn't show you something about the future of Nigeria and the tech, I don't think anything would show you anything. Now, what for those who, I have done a video before about this young man about six months ago. You can go and check it out. Igbo Genesis beat Israel. It's already there. But if I gave you a lot of information about this young man, okay, but I can give you a brief about them, about the Terra Industries. That's the name of their company, Terra Industries. Of course, from the video you watch, it was mentioned there a couple of times. And now, Terra Industries was founded in 2024 by young Nigerian entrepreneurs, Nathan Wachuku, 22, CEO, and Maxwell Madoka, 24, CTO. Terra Industries, also known as Terra Haptics Inc., designs and manufactures. You see, some of the things that people think is the preserve of the whites or the Igbos. These guys are doing it here in Nigeria with all the challenges put in this country by political leadership that have failed the people. Now, they designs and manufactures long and mid-range autonomous drones. You know, this word autonomous keep on coming up because it is to emphasize that they produce both the software and the hardware here in Nigeria. They are not importing anything. They are getting their raw materials from Nigeria, both for the software and the hardware. So they design and manufacture long and mid-range autonomous drones, sentry towers, unmanned ground vehicles, ground vehicles. The company operates Africa's largest drone factory, a 15,000 square foot facility in Abuja, and emphasizes Africa-led engineering, homegrown innovation, and data sovereignty. So somebody asked me, I saw somebody ask me about that. What about the data that now they are operating with all these white people and all that? What about the data? But yes, the company, when you listen to them, you saw that they are Afrocentric. So they also have capacity to preserve the data. The data is safe with them. They're not going to share the data with outside of Africa, okay, unless they have something to do with the security of that place. Because these young men, while they are local, their foresight is global. And Africa is the centerpiece of their technological revolution. And you're going to see it, because why they needed this money, why they were giving this money, is because they are about to expand across African countries. They want to set up factories in Kenya and other places. But before we go to that, let us first of all understand them better. The company operates Africa's largest drone factory. Okay, we have said that, and emphasizes Africa-led engineering, homegrown innovation, and data sovereignty. It was, I have to break it down there so that people talk about data sovereignty. It is very important. So these young men are so foresighted that it is the core of their business, data sovereignty. Unlike what we are having now, that's why, you know, there is a lot of problem about the tax agreement, MOU, signed between Nigeria and France. People have been telling Nigerian government to publish the MOU. The Northern Elders Forum, Mr. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the last election, they are talking about, because of data sovereignty, you are sharing our data information, our tax data information with France, and we don't know what you have agreed with them. People are worried. So these young men, part of the core of their business is data sovereignty for Africa. So the data they are getting is secured. Okay. Now, much of the hardware and software, including their proprietary Artemis OS platform for real-time threat detection and response, is built in-house to reduce reliance on imported technologies. These guys are smart. They want to ensure that they reduce reliance on imported technology. Therefore, most of the components they use, they try to generate it from home. And that has gained them a lot of respect by the Americans, the American billionaire investors, who are now putting money in them because they know they are going somewhere that will benefit the Americans and benefit them in terms of return on investment. Now, Terra already secures infrastructure assets valued at approximately 11 billion across Africa. Now, what this means is that even before these investors put their money, Terra Industries has contract to secure facilities worth $11 billion across Africa, including Nigeria. They have provided security facility for the hydropower facilities in Nigeria. They have drone security they are providing for Nigeria electricity infrastructure, especially in the hydro facility in Nigeria. So Terra already secures infrastructure assets valued at approximately 11 billion. Now, the $11 billion they're talking about us, if you look at what Nigeria hydroelectric power is what, and other oil company facilities that they are protecting, including mining facilities in Ghana and everywhere. Okay, the asset, what they is what they are putting together and say that Terra already secures. So they are security company. They help to secure facilities that are securing now. What? $11 billion approximately across Africa, including hydropower facility in Nigeria, gold and lithium mining operations in Ghana. Their clients span public and private sectors with deployments focused on surveillance, infrastructure protection, and countering threats like terrorism and sabotage. Now, the next question is, what are they doing with this new money? What are they going to do with it? The purpose of this new capital is for this. This is the reason why this money is handy. This money that the tech billionaire from US has put in, 11.8 million. Why it is important? The new capital will be used to expand manufacturing capacity, including plans for additional factories, potentially in East Africa, because I learned that they are planning to expand their factory to be manufacturing drones and all this in Kenya. Kenya is one of the countries, the land that they are looking at, and other parts of East Africa. This money is also going to strengthen research and development, particularly in AI and software, support cross-border security and counter-terrorism operations, grow teams and open offices in places like San Francisco and London for partnerships while keeping core production in Africa. You see, these guys, they are thinking far. So part of the things, their growth projection is to open offices in places like San Francisco. And you know that two of these young men, they were partly trained in Nigeria and partly trained in the United States. Now, they want to tap into the international market. Obviously, that's what it means, beyond Africa. Because for you to say that part of your expansion, and the important is that the people in the Silicon Valley that are investing in them now, Silicon Valley is in the United States, it means they have confidence that services these guys are providing is going to be beneficial even to the rest of the world. So I'm not surprised that that is part of their growth trajectory, to ensure that they open offices in places like San Francisco in the United States and London for partnership while keeping core production in Africa. Now, this is huge. This is huge. And it is a big plus again to them, because coming from when they started, they have not been that old, but because of their services needed in a very insecure world we are living, the world is seeing the potential in them. Now, you see, like I told you earlier on, these guys drew international attention when they won contract that was worth $1.2 million. And not just that they won that contract, $1.2 million contract, but they were able to beat an Israeli consortium for hydropower security, plant security. It's mind-boggling. And this is show that the resilience of Nigerian young people, despite all the things that are going wrong in our country. These two young men, they are the symbol of hope that Nigeria can get it right. And you can imagine what they are passing through, all the challenges manufacturers pass through in Nigeria. No constant electricity, no constant water. Of course, I understand they generate their own energy, solar energy and all kinds of things. They are on 24 hours on their own. They are not relying on the government. And to show you that this is a big deal, their funding is already trending in business magazines that are of international repute. Everybody's talking about it. And that is a good plus when people are talking about Nigeria and Nigerian business people, Nigeria tech business in a positive light. And these are young men. They are not talking about Nigeria in the sense of internet fraud or whatever. No, scientifically sound young men who are using their talent to change the world. And now everybody is talking about them. Bloomberg is talking about them. Business Inside Africa is talking about them. TechCrunch is talking about them. CNN is talking about them. And that is what this country needs. This is what this country needs. And you can imagine what will happen if Nigeria is working, if the political leadership. Can you imagine if you have good leaders in Nigeria and you have young men with this kind of ambition? You can see that the sky is not only the limit. for young men who want to make a change in the world. I don't know what you have to say about this young tech gurus, these two young Igbo men, Nigerian extraction, of Igbo extraction, who have been able to, against all odds, not yet 30, in their 20s, is seeing a lot of opportunity that is available in this country. What the future is like if we have good leaders, because these guys just did this not without any support from government. Okay. Now they are servicing the whole of Africa and the world and the international community. The tech hub in America, they have taken note, and US tech billionaires are putting their money in them. What do you have to say? What is your view? What is your word of encouragement to these young men and others like them who are trying to make out something out of Nigeria, despite the political criminality that had characterized Nigeria's leadership for so long? Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.